So the beginning of Advent, the coming of Jesus. At the end of time, he will come like this, coming on the clouds of heaven, and trumpets blasting like at Jericho when the walls came down. Trumpets blasting, angels surrounding Jesus, coming down from heaven to earth. And are you going to be shocked? Are we going to be shocked? Not if we're faithful Catholics, faithful Christians, faithful lovers of Jesus. It'll be like, this is what I expected. I will stand erect, raise our heads, because our redemption is at hand. We're ready for the coming of Jesus. Kind of reminds me of St. Pio Petrolcina. His superior once asked, something happened and some tragedy happened, and the superior said to St. Pio, we need to redouble our prayers for this intention. He said, how can I redouble my prayers? I'm always praying. So same thing with you and me, the end of the world is coming next week. Get ready. How do I get ready? I'm already ready. I'm already praying. I'm already doing what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do more? You don't have to do anything more. As the saints say, if you knew you're going to die tonight, would you do anything different? Say, no, I'm going to do the same exact things that I do every day, because it's the will of God. We're trying to do the will of God. We should always be ready. What are you going to die next week? You're going to die next month or next year? Who cares? We're ready anyway. We should always be ready for the coming of Jesus. Isn't that why we live? Isn't that what we're living for? What are you living for? You're living for the next television program, the next football game, or the next thing that's going to happen at college or friends, or then we're not doing the right thing. We should be totally enraptured and engrossed and immersed in God. And still we can have fun. We can still do great, wonderful things with our friends and entertainment, but it's all within the will of God, right? It's always within the will of God, always doing good things, never indulging in sinful things and bad things, bad entertainment. No, we're immersed in God. We look at our weaknesses, our sins, our bad habits, and we look at all these things and how am I ever going to overcome these things? I've been confessing these for so long. I've been trying and I just kind of give up. I, try to do the good things, but I do the bad things too, We do need to change that. We do need to change that. Advent's a good time to do that. And so what do I do? Do I sit down at my desk and say, this is all the list of things I need to stop doing, and this is all the list of things I need to start doing. I need to pray more. I need to add more prayers. I need to do some sacrificing and fasting, or doing this and that. Boy, this is getting overwhelming. This is getting like crazy. After I come home from work, I'm tired. I just want to, eat and lay down or sit down in the comfortable chair and do whatever you lay people do. You want to relax, and we find that we don't have the energy to do these things. What do? This is why we need to do a lot of this kind of thing. We do need to make a list of things I need to change and whatnot, and that kind of has to be there. But a lot of it is putting it on God. This is what consecration to Our Lady does for us. We consecrate ourselves and our life to Our Lady, and there's half the burden gone. Half the burden is gone. Half of the burden Our Lady takes. Same thing like with Advent. Let's entrust Advent to Our Lady, to Jesus. Say, here's my life. Here's my weaknesses. Here's the things that I don't have the energy or the will to do. I give them to Our Lady, to you, Jesus. Advent is very much a Marian season, so let us give all our faults and bad habits and weaknesses and the things that we shouldn't be doing and things we should do, give them all to Our Lady. We need to be conscious of them so that we can work towards them with the strength and energy that we have. And the rest of the strength and energy is going to come from God. Really, all of it comes from God, but we do have to exert ourselves. We do have to strive. We do have to make the list of things I need to do. This is the kind of preparation God's asking from us. We need to prepare, which means I need to think of Christmas. I need to think of Jesus. I need to think of preparing, making straight the highway. I need to straighten out my day. How do I straighten out my day if I just do the same things I did yesterday or last week or last season, the ordinary season? We need to straighten out the crooked things that we've been doing, and we can do that. We do that with Our Lady. She does half the job. Jesus would do half the job. We need to present them here at the beginning of Advent, kind of like at the beginning of a retreat. Ask Our Lady, help me to make this the best Advent season that I've ever done, and next year be even better, and the next year even better. Because remember, God does half the work, or more. Well, I don't know what percentage it is. We'll find out. Maybe it's God does 80% and you do 20 if that's all you can handle. Maybe some of us can do more than others, whatever. But, God's going to at least do half. We can expect that, but I need to do half too. I need to do is 100% of what I can do. You too. We need to do what we can. So we will really, by the time of Christmas comes, we really will be better, a lot better, because God's going to change us and we're going to do what we can do. We need to do that. Go to confession. That'll straighten us out right away, give us a new slate, and then embark on doing what we should be doing. You don't have to fast anymore. You don't have to add any more prayers to your life if you don't want. Just do what you're supposed to do. Do your duties. Do what God's will. See His will. Focus on it. Do what you're supposed to do, and do it really well, and do it with the strength that God will give to you each day, and especially during this season of grace, season of Advent. And we will definitely be better. We will definitely it won't be an overwhelming burden for this Advent time. It'll be a joy to work with Our Lady to please Jesus at the time of Christmas. These are the many gifts we will give to Jesus, and He will give us many more. And so it's good to really be focused on this at the beginning of Advent, and then let God carry us, let Our Lady carry us through Advent to be more good, more holy, charitable, sacrificial, all the virtues that God will work in us through Our Lady and through our cooperation and our efforts and striving.